Hello and welcome to the Illuminating Crossroads community. My name is Lisette and today we're going to be doing a reading for the month ahead. So at the time I'm recording this, we are moving into the month of December 2024, but please know that my intention is to kind of just keep this general for the month ahead at the time of whenever you happen to watch this video. So we're going to start off with some tarot cards, and we are just going to look at what are the main storylines or themes for this next month. So as always, if you would like to grab a notebook or a journal to jot down anything that pings to you, feel free to do so. Alright, so the first two cards that we have coming out here, we have the Nine of Cups reversed, and then we have Judgment upright. So within this next month ahead, I'm really seeing that it seems like there might be some points where you kind of feel as if, I don't want to say trapped or restricted, but I feel like there's another word that I'm just not thinking of, but it's almost like I'm feeling this essence of like inwardness, but it seems like at the time of this next month ahead, either the inwardness that you've been doing, you're going to actually find this like a window or this space of opportunity to like, it's almost like catching a fresh breath, and allowing yourself to like almost to like to be wild, to like let go, to allow yourself to just authentically be you. Especially because I'm gonna turn this upright, but so, there's this little treasure chest here, and there's gold, and then there's this sunlight. So, winter solstice could be really important. So whenever that happens next, at the time that you watch this video, and it's almost like there's this like invitation to connect with this like soul, this, how do I want to say it? It just feels like, it almost feels like I'm not seeing what it is because it needs to be felt within you. So really paying attention to sensations that you have within the body within this next month ahead will be really key for you. So let's see what else we get. So we have the Five of Cups and the Star. Okay, so this is really letting me see that like if you have been in a place where you've kind of lost hope. So I'm going to return this back to being reversed. So if you're in this space where you've been feeling, for lack of better words, we will say restricted, stagnant, stuck, lacking inspiration, right? Feeling hopeless. I'm even picking up like a little bit of fear. Even this month is a great time to acknowledge those things, but to see what does it mean to not like stay festering within those energies, because it's almost like those energies that are almost like pulling you inward within yourself, but it's like in this way that it's like I don't know, it's almost like a feedback loop of like a negative thought that just like keeps going and going and going, and it's just sucking you in as opposed to allowing you to feel the sense of beingness that is a bit more outward, that allows you to like, I'm feeling like this opening up of the chest. So maybe even paying attention to like your posture. How are you standing? Are you allowing yourself to take full breaths, to be present, to notice what's in the moment, right? And to also see like where are the hidden sparks of, or like the little hidden things of just like, oh wow, like if somebody gives you a compliment, like, oh, how sweet was that, like, and showing gratitude for those like little things that you know that you don't necessarily expect, because it's almost like cultivating that awareness to be more receptive will invite this almost freeing or liberating sensation within you in this month ahead. So let's see what else we have here. Yeah, because at the back of the deck we have the Two of Swords. So Two of Swords is normally about decision. And if you're thinking of like I don't know, let's say example, if there's like a work situation, just to keep it really general, like, or I don't know why, like work relation, okay, we'll say relationship in this analogy. So say that there's a relationship that you're within and you are really feeling this like deep pull, this you like maybe it's not resonating with you anymore, and you know that it's time to go. And it's not to say that you don't care about whomever you're with or what have you, but maybe there's just this like deeper calling, this feeling within you, and it's almost like there's this level of trust that's wanting to be had. And of course it's just like one like very little example, so don't take it literally, but that's kind of like the essence of it. So always use your own feels and all that good jazz for whatever you might choose to do, but indeed. So let's see if there's anything else. Also just thinking there's a bit more emphasis emotionally, right? So also thinking of processing things. So processing so that you can invite more connection, clarity back to this essence of the Star card, right? And also allowing for like deeper innovation as well, because that will be really, really supportive. Okay, so let's see how you can invite more ease and flow within this next month ahead. And I don't know why I am really wanting to I'm like moving my body a lot as we're doing this reading, so it might be supportive to find more movement if you are feeling a bit stuck, just to help allow for greater flow as well, and also to bring you into more presence. Okay, so let's see. We're just gonna see how can you move into greater ease and flow. And this is also like allowing yourself to know like if there is a decision that you need to make, or in planning maybe some of these bigger pictures, especially coming up into the new year, if you are watching it in 2024 still, it might be supportive to actually allow yourself the opportunity to go inward, but to not like get stuck in any little feedback loops. So like go inward, gather the wisdom, the information, and then move. Allow yourself to be led by these like almost like these gut feelings, if you will. Okay, and then we do have psilocybin, commune, and this card has Pluto and the Sun. So this next month ahead, so interesting, because thinking of how I said like winter solstice might be a really key thing, or it could just be like connecting with the light more consciously, or our central sun, and using the sun or maybe the energy of light to help you with transmutation or regeneration, or just cleansing as well. I'm definitely thinking cleansing. And I'm feeling like this essence of water. Okay. And then here we have Mukuna. Okay, I'm probably saying it wrong. I do apologize. But nonetheless, it's journey, and then we have Mercury and Uranus here. So first off, these two energies in general, so it's making me think of how I was saying, like, if you need to go inward to gather whatever information you need, and then to go out and then apply or what have you, that's making me think of like this journey, right? So there's, especially thinking of Mercury and Uranus, Mercury is very much like, you know, this in betweener, like the messenger of the gods type energy, but it's also about like how we communicate information, but also how we're receiving information. And Uranus can be this very like electric type of energy for like change and like wanting to like be more innovative, or it's just like this like it can have this like quickness of unexpectedness, right? Or like this like change of fate, if you will. So, and the eye is really making me think of like our intuitive eye. So in this next month, finding more spaces to allow a more meditative sitting, so that you can just be aware of what is happening within your body. And that can allow for more flow and ease, because if you are aware of what is happening internally, then you can allow more grace and honestly awareness towards how you're connecting or reacting to different things within your life. And this is just making me think of like being sure in this month ahead that you are grounding. So really grounding your energy, and like not allowing yourself to get like swept away with the tides. So knowing like what is it that does nourish you. And then I know I said working with light or like the colors, and then there is a little rainbow here. So maybe seeing like what colors do stand out to you, and maybe working with those if that does resonate. And I will say the like purple and light blue is standing out, and the gold is really standing out, and then this light green here is also kind of standing out. So maybe setting some intention towards working with your heart energy center, maybe working with the solar plexus, the throat, or the third eye, to allow for a bit more ease and flow. And then, okay, I'm going to put this card out because I think this is actually really beautiful. So we have Mandrake here, and it's sensuality. So we have Neptune and Venus, and that like, it's interesting because like that movement in the body, or that like expressiveness, or that like actually expanding outward, it does feel very like sensual in nature, right? So understanding that like sensual being, you know, like it's almost activating awareness, right? Of here we have this like root, right? So thinking of, okay, when you are inviting more groundedness within your body, then there is more clarity on, okay, well, how or what are you really trying to express as well. Okay, so let's see. We are going to get some messages from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck now. So we're just going to see what animal spirits can support you at this time. And I am feeling the essence of like butterflies, probably because the little fairy wings here. I'm also getting like, I don't want to say, what is that? I'm almost feeling like phoenix type energies as well. Okay, so let's see what comes out. Oh. Okay, so here we have koi fish. There is always enough. And that really makes me think back to that like treasure chest with the gold in it and just thinking of abundance. And the Nine of Cups because it did come out in reverse, so it can be more of this like maybe feeling like you don't have like this sense of feeling taken care of, or just feeling abundant, or as if like you're able to do the things that you just simply would like to do or enjoy with an experience within life. And the koi fish here, which the 36 also breaks down to a 9, and that is the 9 of Cups. And then we also have 45, which breaks down to a 9, so 999. So this might be a time in the month ahead where it's like, okay, how can you notice the invitation to allow yourself to start anew, and know that like in cultivating more of this like this trust in being led and feeling into like what's next, knowing that there is always more than enough within each step that you're taking, and really cultivating and nourishing that essence of knowing that like, well, there you have more, there is more, there's always more, right? And this is also making me think of the brightness and vibrancy of koi fishes, just because the solar energy that was coming out. So if you are feeling a bit like dim, or maybe having trouble expressing yourself, maybe working with some brighter colors could help you out a little bit. Or just like having them around you, if that is supportive, just thinking like more colorful things to invoke this like inspiration, or this like playfulness and enjoyment, especially since the psilocybin card commune came out. So it's like, okay, well, how can you just commune with the simplicity of like enjoying life, leaning into your community? Maybe music could be a thing in this month that comes up for you. This is also making me think of like the ballet or something like that. So yeah, let's see if we get another animal card. Okay, and then here we have the Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. So that is beautiful. So this is just knowing like, yeah, especially with the Two of Swords card there, like just knowing that if things aren't clear, or if you're meeting a lot of blocks, it is not to keep you trapped, right? So even though it may be hard sometimes, just allowing yourself to know that things are trying to shift so you can move into being able to embody this essence of knowing that there is more than enough, knowing what it means to be more present, to be more rooted, so that you can be more receptive and open, and to find more enjoyment and play and pleasure. Okay, and then yeah, at the back of the deck, so we'll just put this card out. Like, where do I want to put it? We have Giraffe Spirit. So see the big picture, right? So if things start to get a little too overwhelming, just allow yourself to kind of zoom out. And honestly, you know, sometimes the best thing to do within life is to look at how far you have come, because I don't think we take enough moments within life to assess our progress and to really celebrate it. So that's another thing that the Nine of Cups makes me really think about. And even this commune card here, it's like, what does it mean to like celebrate all that you have moved through, and to enjoy what you've been cultivating for yourself? And if you've been cultivating something for yourself that is not nourishing to you, that doesn't make you find enjoyment in the simple things, well, then how can you allow an awareness within this present moment to know, like, what does it mean to choose something differently? Okay, and then we'll just do one more card. And then here we have chameleon spirit. So act as if. So I will say this next month ahead is a really beautiful time to kind of get clarity on what it is that you do want to cultivate in your life, and how can you just harmonize with it now to know that like it is so. Yeah, and especially because in the back of the deck we have groundhog spirit, time to let go, and just thinking like sometimes as we are building these new foundations and we are letting things go, it can be really easy to slip back into old thought forms or thought patterns or just ways of like holding and gripping onto emotions. So what would it mean to maybe work with some of these animal spirits if they inspire you to find a letting go, a flow, right? So coyote kind of makes me think of like thinking of the pack and like family or like friends, and allowing your support systems, your community to really to hold you, right? If you are feeling a bit more down. And chameleon spirit is really about adaptability, right? But knowing that if like, how do I want to say, adapting in a way that allows you to flourish. So not just adapting and it's in a way that's keeping you small or feeling restricted, but it's in like honoring how you can have this beautiful dance of expression of beingness that is adaptable, like this chameleon spirit. So indeed. All right, so now we're gonna see if there are any like closing messages for energy centers that would like to be focused on for the next month ahead. And then we'll pull a couple of crystal oracle cards to see what would be supportive to work with. Okay, so here we do have communication. So yeah, so I think this is really key if you are finding areas where you're experiencing difficulty, like really expressing yourself and communicating. Like if you are experiencing something hard or going through a tough time, how can you just allow yourself to be authentic to let others know, right? Because then maybe you'll be able to receive support in ways that you may not have thought of. So communication is very important. And also being aware of where you're communicating from, right? So are you communicating from fear or love? And then we have inner strength, so that takes us back to that solar energy. So this communication is throat energy center. Inner strength is solar plexus, which I think we already touched on those two energies before. So how can you really cultivate this inner strength? How can you honor your perseverance? How can you be resilient, right? Knowing that all that you moved through before, that those things have passed, that you've moved on, that you've been able to grow. So how can you allow yourself to do that now, right? To know that, you know, this situation is not going to be how it will be if you are going through a specific situation that's causing a bit of I don't want to say chaos, but a bit more of a challenge. But the word chaos did kind of want to come through, so I will acknowledge that. Alright, and then we're just going to pull some crystal oracle cards. And I would just like to say, if you watched until this point in the video, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. And if you did find the video to be supportive, feel free to give it a thumbs up, as it definitely supports with growing this beautiful community. Alright, so here we have Morganite relationship healing. And then we also have here Divine Temple Source. So I think we did talk on the heart energy center. So here, this next month ahead, knowing that, especially since communication came out, thinking of how you are relating to others, because like Venusian energy, thinking of like Libra, it is in like, honestly, in like in awareness of how we are connecting with others, that we get too deep in our connection with ourselves. So how are you allowing yourself to express, to be free within relationships, to have healthy boundaries, and to find deeper healing so that you can continue to grow? And Morganite is a very like soft, gentle essence. So if you don't have these crystals, know that it's more than okay. You can just call upon the energy of these crystals or work with the colors. And the Divine Temple crystal is clear quartz, just so you know. And then here again, there's like a ribbon with a rainbow. So colors are very significant. I would really pay attention to what colors are coming up for you. And then we'll just pull one last card here. All right, and we have Amazonite Life Purpose. So, an Amazonite is also tied with your throat, energy center. So here, I think we kind of touched on like, maybe it was this one, or it could have been the new moon in Sagittarius reading. So if a purpose is or direction is a thing that you're trying to like suss out, maybe there's some nuggets hidden in there for you. But just thinking of that energy that wants to move outward, right, to allow for like not this inward folding of like feedback loop to self, but of this like breathing and expanding and feeling like as you just go about your day, that you being alive gives you purpose. That it seems like that is kind of the invitation that's wanting to be emphasized in this month ahead for you. So maybe seeing like what in life gives you this feeling of purpose, but how can you actually expand your awareness on what purpose is? Because that might be healing to you, and it also might be healing in regards to your relationships with others, but really toward yourself. So then you can have more of this healthier connection to allow yourself to be within your own authenticity more fully. So that is all that I am seeing for this month ahead. So again, thank you so much if you listened. If you'd like to join the Illuminating Crossroads community, we would love to have you. So feel free to subscribe. And if you would ever like to dive more deeply into your personal energies with some guided support, I do offer different services. You can find them down below in the link, or visit my website. And yeah, if you had anything that pinged, or if you want to come back later and let me know, I would love to read it in the comments and to just connect with you. So yeah, that is it though. So we'll just seal this reading with divine love, light, and wisdom. We are complete. And until next time, take care. Sending you many blessings. Bye.